respond, you were going to get beat. This is a nice throw by Jake Garcia. Put it right there.
Morris to make good decisions. Play action. Morris has 3 men going deep. He's chased, eludes a man. Has a man short, wants to go deep. Wide open. Unbelievable touchdown, Miami.
Safety 7-2. Later in the second, Kaya finds Stacy Coley over the middle. No one can catch him.
In his face and gets it out on time. Harley's able to keep his balance, and then it's just a foot race to the end zone. What a play.
Will throw. Looking for Knighton out of the backfield. He's got it, and he's gone.
All right, Canes family, welcome back to another film review. Always better to do these after dub. Wasn't pretty, I can't lie to you, but it's always better to win an ugly game than to lose an ugly game. So we're having some offensive issues. Obviously, we did not score a touchdown. So early in the game, we go to a bread and butter play that we've been, milking all year. The Mallory play going across when you have trips to the field side, and they're just, running some road routes and stops. Virginia plays a little zone, so they stop it. This defender's in conflict, doesn't know if he needs to jump on Mallory or stay here. As soon as he drifts out Mallory, quick decision here by Jake to get it to Latson, first down. But I'm just waiting to see, what's the next, money play. We've been running it, and then teams more often than not have been stopping it. You're going to have it again here. Hold up. Hit again here, trips to the field side, Mallory back inside the tight end. You're going to have this defender be smart and bump Mallory and not let him get through. So that just blows this entire play up. So it's just like, okay, what's the next call? We need a spark on offense. We're trying to go back to this same well. It's not working here. I don't even know what happened. If there's confusion here, this O-lineman gets upfield. So maybe if it gets completed or if he falls, it gets taken back anyway. But not our best snap from our left tackle either. But just this is somebody seeing this on film a bunch of times and then, adapting to it. It was great when it worked. It worked here. It was awesome. But you can't continue to just hit that well. We need something new, something fresh to help either Jake or, if TVD is able to go this week. We just can't go to FSU expecting the same plays that have hit, throughout the year to hit again. So 3rd and 8 here, we're going to spread them out 4 wide. You got 11 personnel. You got Mallory here as your number 3 receiver. We're just going to try to get this ball out of Jake's hands quick. A little swing pass straight to Henry Parrish, one of our best players. We're going to miss this block in space, and then we have this drop pass. So even if Henry Parrish is able to corral this ball, it probably wasn't going for much. But again, you still have to catch that ball to see if you can do something with it. Henry Parrish obviously balled today, so you want to see the ball in his hands, but you got to catch it, got to execute, and you got to block. We've all been waiting for that Leonard Taylor dominate from start to finish game, and I definitely think he checked it off the list this week with his performance versus UVA. We'll start off early. He's going to beat this right guard straight clean. Excellent first explosive step, gets in that gap, and gets skinny through that hole. UVA zone blocking right, left, so these guys are sliding left, so he's able to just meet him at the spot and then break through. So great first step here from Leonard Taylor, getting skinny through the hole. As his handoff is there, it's just a wrap. It's finito. So Leonard Taylor showing up all game. His 8 tackles, a couple 3.5 or something for a loss or whatever the case was, a sack and a half. He was just dominant throughout the whole game. LT was. So defense, obviously they didn't score a touchdown, so defense played well, but there's just those long 3rd down conversions that are just getting to me, dog. I can't lie to you. So here's another one, 3rd and 13. I believe this is a designed quarterback draw just because of how the running back releases. But we're going to have a little stunt here from Mesidor, who exited the game early, which would have affected our D-line hugely, in my opinion. But we just continue to play stout, even with missing our best player. So kudos to the D-line. But you got this stunt right here with Kelly coming around Mesidor. And you're going to see this running back fake block. Linebacker steps up. And then you have this takeoff upfield. It's trips here to the near side. And they're all running clear routes. You saw a lot of Gill here. This is early. You're seeing Gill. You saw him throughout the game. So that was great to see. But he's clearing out. They're clearing out here. And then you see this running back just automatically go to lead block. So I do believe this was a designed run play. Avonte, I would have loved if he was able to just make this tackle in space here, man. Just shoots a little bit bad angle, and then Brennan Armstrong with a head full of steam is able to go through. He does actually dive and make this tackle. Love the effort by swiping shoelace tackle there, but I would have loved to see, this tackle made in space, because a 3rd and 13, they converted several 3rd and longs this game. It's just, you got to tighten these up. Some good defense here, man coverage, good feet here by Tyreek. So this is man across the board. They got trips here, bunch to the field side, so they're in tight. This guy's just going to clear. It's a rub route. They're trying to get him the number 1 receiver, a little diamond release, free slant, so just let that traffic go in front. Just, buy your time going outside, and then cut right across for the middle for a first down. But just great patience, good feet work by Tyreek. Doesn't get caught up in here while Corey Couch is taking that seam. Great footwork, puts his foot in the ground. The ball was low, but Buddy had a chance to catch it. He gets his hands on it. So he's trying to corral it right here. Tyreek is right on him. He's able to knock it out. So good defense here by Reek. Good patience, good footwork. This is a man beater. So it's nice to see us go ahead and, win that in that matchup. This is a play designed to beat man. You got Tay here, man, with the number 3. Number 2 is going up the seam. Here comes that diamond release slant inside. This is supposed to work. Not the best throw, but Tyreek was there anyway. So just good defense there. Nice to see. So here we are on a 12 personnel set. So we got 2 receivers split out, Colby Young, Keyshawn Smith, 2 tight ends. So we're running a basic concept. This is a levels concept where you're just going to, usually you see it in 4 wide, but we're here in 12 where, these tight ends are just going to run seams, which can turn into slot fades because these guys have hitches. So if you keep the corner down here, they theoretically gives the quarterback all that room to fade you out so they can turn into slot fades. But Jake Garcia, he's going to hit it real quick to Keyshawn Smith. I think that was a good read. The ball is a little low, but still catchable. Keyshawn, this is what you need to do. You need to break a tackle and then go get a first down for your quarterback. So nice to see somebody, break the first tackle and make a play for him. This is how we get to move the chains. Quick release by Jake Garcia, ended up getting a first down. We go with a little tempo to that first down, so we go by a 2x2 set. So we have 2 here to the near side. We're going to be playing the numbers game and throwing a quick screen to our playmaker, Colby Young. Great block here from Will Mallory, get on this nickel, and then excellent job by John Campbell, who's going to burst out here and seal this edge, who ended up dropping back. So that's going to open up that lane right here. We got Mallory getting in this guy's way. We got Campbell sealing it. So here comes Colby Young showing some of that explosion for a 6'5" frame. Get up there for a touchdown. They've been throwing, pressure. Seeing some quick screens, was definitely refreshing to see. To get the ball out of our quarterback's hands, they've been getting killed with pressure. So let's throw into some of that pressure. Let's get upfield for first downs. Kings family, so 3rd and 11, we're going to have 4 wide. Keyshawn here, X, welcome back with George. And then you got Colby Young way down here. They're trying to get a mesh concept going. We've got Jacoby going this way. Running back Henry Parrish going here. X is going to clear. Here's a dig again behind from Keyshawn. It's just not going to be there this time. They show 6. They only rush 4. They're going to drop back. So they drop in there. They take away that first drag. Henry Parrish gets taken away here. But at that time, Jake Garcia doesn't have anywhere to go because our one-on-one our freshman is going to lose this battle here after the second effort. Initially, good block, but then this guy gets so inside on DJ Scaife. He's actually going to run into Inez Cooper. You can see that their legs collide. So that's going to cause Inez to lose that rep. And then that's the sack on Jake here. So just a tough going right there. Tripping our O-lineman up and then let him go. But, hey, I'd rather see Inez out there, get him some more snaps there. All right, Kane, so family, so they're trying to spread us out. It's a 11 set, 2x2, so you got their tight end, H-back, receiver, and then 2 receivers at the top. This is just grown man football here in the middle between Darrell Jackson and JHH. They are not going to let any type of movement come through this middle. It's pretty impressive. They're going to allow Goudet and Corey Flagg to make this play. Look at big number 6. This is a double team. He's going to hold that ground. This is 81. This is a double team. Before this tackle tries to release on to Caleb Johnson, which he does, that's 2 D tackles standing this up in the run game, giving no space, and then a Goudet breaking off the tight end and Flagg helping make sure that he doesn't go for it anymore forward. So that's going to cause that punt. But low key doesn't come in the stat sheet for JHH or Daryl Jackson. But that play is made by them. There's two of your D linemen taking on 4 of UVA's O linemen. You better be able to stop them short there. Just that's big man football from the DT room. The Jakari package has been extended, and I like the way this worked out. It's 2x2 set. You got a motion, Kobe Young. You got your tight end here, 2 receivers split out. It's going to be a zone read from the pistol. So they're going to let this guy go unblocked. Usually when you're seeing Kobe Young or some of our receivers come in motion, they're coming to, trap block that DN. But nah, he's already going to go to the nickel because they're already trusting Jakari to make a good read and pull and have that end crash, which he does, which allows Kobe Young to get to the nickel, which allows Jakari to get another lane, and he makes a move and gets upfield. But definitely like this wrinkle. I like that it's just not condensed everybody in the box and then just expecting, Brown to just run up in the middle. Hey, let's get a motion. Let's make it a zone read where he has a true option to give it a pull, makes a great pull. Let's expand that package since it looks like we're already burning his red shirt. And he looks like he could help us, so let's just go ahead and expand this. I like this in space. Obviously, he's a gifted runner. Let's continue to use him. Something that I was happy to see. We're going to run it a little bit later. It doesn't have the same results, but, 3rd and 2, spread them out, trips here to the field side, and just here a quick screen to the number 2, Bouchard. Real quick in space. Will Mallory barely doesn't have to even do anything because you're getting them to him quick. Quick release by Jake Garcia, straight to Bouchard. Allow him just to make them move upfield and get a first down. A lot simpler things you can do. It was nice to see just a quick little screen because we haven't seen anything to combat the pressure. If you catch one of those screen plays calls in a man call, or they're blitzing, in Bouchard's hands, that could be to the house. So hopefully we keep calling some of those. All right, Kings family. So we in the 12 personnel set, and hey, we're getting creative. So I ain't gonna lie, it always look bad when it don't work. But thank you at least for trying. We got 2 tight ends here, and we got Melo coming across him in the orbit motion. He's gonna get this handoff. He's been getting jet sweeps, a bunch of that. They have this whole lead here, but then it's on the pull of the pass. It's not there, so he has to tuck it. And then, get as much as he can, which is going to be a minus, 3-yard gain. But I do admire the trick play. They're going to fake block, but this Virginia cornerback never falls for it. He continues to gain depth. And, this is Romello looking. I don't know how long you're supposed to wait to start bursting because, how long is Romello expected to throw this football? This is, he's standing at the 49-yard line. You at the 30, you haven't started running yet. So no separation, no time for him to throw this ball. I think just the timing of this, was just off. So you have to, start bursting sooner out of your route. And, obviously you're hoping to be wide open behind this guy. But since he's there for you, at least give your guy a chance to throw a one-on-one play. He's not a quarterback to throw a one-on-one ball, but it just didn't work, y'all. We tried. Great defensive play call by here. We're in 2 high man, so we got 2 safeties up top, man across the board. This is the perfect time to call QB draw, and we've been suspect to it. But this time we're going to be ready. We're going to have Daryl Jackson playing 0, Harvey standing over the right guard, and he's going to be playing QB spy. You got Leonard Taylor flex out to the D end. So this is a design of they're just clearing. Everybody's clearing, getting the thing going on. But it's designed because of the running back, how he releases and just goes straight to blocking, right? So, it's just holding, then trying to take off. Daryl Jackson does a great job pushing this pocket through this double team. He's going to knife through, and then here's Harvey. He's waiting all day for it. As soon as he takes off, he's there for him. So Harvey, who has stepped up in the last few weeks, they try to catch us in a good play call, which would have worked against man. However, Coach Steele dials up a spy, so we're able to combat that. Great call. Missed a little bit of the setup of this play due to the ACC commissioner talking or whatever, but it's man across the board. They're going with it, but we have a spy here. This is Corey Flagg. He's man on the running back, so you'll see him go. But this time, Nigel Lee Kelly is spying. Last clip, it was Harvey, Jafari Harvey. He was spying, so now we have the freshman Nigel Leak. No one's open. Brendan tries to take off. Nigel Leak's right there for the sack. But again, utilizing the spy when you're in man, because the running quarterbacks have been killing us. So we're utilizing our athletic D linemen to spy. I do like it. I do like it. It's a nice switch up. We go back to this play. We converted on 3rd and 2 earlier. This is the trips to the field side. Quick little screen to Pritchard, the number 2. By theory, it should work. You have nobody over the top. You have a defender splitting the difference between him and Will Mallory. The ball's a little bit behind, but then it's just a drop because it's low and behind. But you still, again, you have to make this block for Mallory. So just got to execute. Got to execute the catch, the throw, the block here. This could have been a first down. Trips here to the near side for Virginia. This is just a grown man play by LT, who again played his most dominant football game in his Miami career. He's gonna destroy this right guard here. Literally just straight extension. You see him just that force of that push. They have this tight end who's coming around to help, and he's gonna throw him off because of how he's just driving this man off the football. Dominate him. Then he's disengaging for the sack, which is going to meet Agude there, who was coming off the edge. But just a dominant performance by LT. The man's putting his hands all in his face and all that stuff, bro. It gets his helmet knocked off because of it. This dude this is the definition of getting blown up. Grown man play here by LT. Look at that full extension, just driving this man back into the quarterback, then disengages for the sack. Big time stuff here from Leonard Taylor. These are when I think you get a little too cute. Another big, long 3rd down conversion is 3rd and 14. They got Gill in the game, which is great. They're going to drop him deep middle. So I don't know why they had to drop flag so far back as well. And we're rushing 3. We got Harvey in space. Might as well just put another DB there or a linebacker there or just let him rush the passer. I think this is just you getting a little too cute. You're going to see Gill shoot out. And again, no, there's really going to be plenty of lanes here because you have 3 rushers here. And now he's just going to take off right up the middle. You could tell this wasn't a design draw like the previous ones because this running back came out and turned his head looking for the football as if he was going to be a check down. So you take up this hole right here, and then here's Harvey, who's not used to playing in space as a DN, just dropping back. I think that's just too cute, man. Put a linebacker over there. Put another safety over there. Bail him. Anybody, put another safety there, put another corner, whatever it is, somebody who can play in space there. I just got too cute. And with us sending Gill down deep middle, I just didn't understand why Corey Flagg had to himself drop so back deep. I don't know if that was a play call or whatever it was, but, that's just, I just didn't like it how you'll see how Gill's shooting so far back. I just don't understand why he has to drop back under that. He should have stayed right here. And again, another DN in space. So it just doesn't add up. And good effort here from Moultrie though, because he's getting double teams, chips the running back, and then comes downfield full hustle. So nice to see that. But again, another long conversion. We can't be having those, especially next week. This looks like a cover 3 here. Supposed to have deep third, deep middle, deep third here. This corner, I think, just gets a little bit aggressive and tries to bite on it when he sees Jake throwing it. So you got a curl here from X. Welcome back. Here he goes. You see this guy, he's racing to get to the flats. That's why I think this guy was supposed to keep dropping, but he thought that Jake was going to throw it to Keyshawn. So he bites on it, but Jake, correct read here, seeing this guy jump underneath for the flats, immediately releases it to X for the first down, right into the spot. Welcome back, X. First catch for a first down. So obviously that's what he does. Nice to see him back here, but just a great decision here by Jake Garcia. He's reading that defender. As soon as he jumps outside, he knows he has to let this go right now to X. We motion over to trips to the field side bunch with a backside tight end. We actually blocked this pressure off. They're going to have 6 here. They're only going to bring 4. They're going to bring them all from the right side, basically. We're going to actually block this up. Running back checks in protection. However, he's just not able to get the ball out quick enough or step up high enough into the pocket. So when Jake does go to throw, it's going to get stripped here for a fumble that he lands on. You can't really put that on Henry Parrish, when you're blocking a free defender off the edge. I think what he did is serviceable enough for pass protection. You might just want to step up in that pocket a little bit more. and then you'll be able to deliver that throw. But unfortunate here, just gets his fumble, so we actually lose yardage on here. But thankfully, we got it back. Heads up play by Jake, immediately just jumping on it. Some great tackling here from Corey Couch. Another big stop. We had a lot of 3rd and 1s we stopped them on. We had a couple goal line stands we stopped them on. Defense came to play. They're going to be a 2-by-2 set. They're going to motion, jet receiver motion over here. They got their 2 tight ends. Well, 1 tight end. This is actually one of their slot receivers. He's going to just try to get across to the flat. As they motion, though, you can tell we're not a man because they don't follow, but it does get to Corey Couch closer and closer inside, which is what they want. They want to get him across here. As he has to get across our D end, this slows him down just enough for TC to read this. And great open field tackle, 1-on-1. That's how you win football games. This guy's catching it literally half a yard from the first down when he catches this football. Half a yard there. We're so used to this being a first down and being like, we almost had him. Just a great tackle there from Corey Couch, holding on, wrapping up. Great tackle. 2-by-2 set here with Colby Young here at the near side, Mallory, X, Keyshawn. You're going to have a cover 2 here with the safety here. Safety here, this guy's dropping down. So he's just going to try to push. Colby Young doesn't really do a good job and then just rides him up into his safety. Jake Garcia fits it between that, so that gap between that corner down low and the safety over the top, that's where you're trying to attack. So he puts that ball high into the back shoulder for Colby Young. This is a beautiful throw, beautiful execution on this catch here by Colby Young, who continues to make play after play every time we allow him to. But that's just a great ball, high and away, back shoulder, 88, continues to go up there and fight for every ball he can. This cornerback doesn't do a good job at least slowing him down, so he gets up to the safety quick. See that big gap right there? That's where you want to put the football. Jake puts it high. He's able to snatch it, then protect himself, secure the football. So they're in a 2-by-2 formation. They're in 11 personnel. They keep this receiver lined up like he's the tight end. They try the same thing, get him here quick out across the flats here. And Corey Couch is going to read it again just like that 3rd and 1 play. He's not going to be able to get him to the ground immediately, but I do believe this would have been a tackle. Buddy was probably going down. However, Caleb Johnson was going to make sure it was the tackle for a loss. Great job flying to it, but again, defense just flying through it. You see this guy getting across here. It's Corey Couch is there, engages him, but Caleb Johnson was on his way. Nice to see a little coming out party for Caleb Johnson. I think, more Canes fans were expecting, this sideline to sideline, plays in the backfield that we saw this game all year from number 40. 2nd and 14, they're going to trips to the field side again. They're going to again try their luck with this QB draw. But just look at Darrell Jackson. He's going to push this guy way into the backfield to make Brennan Armstrong just literally blow up this play. He's going to blow this left guard up right into the backfield, which is going to make him pop back. And then Josh Harvey, I keep saying Josh Harvey, Jafari Harvey, I'm tripping. Harvey's able to just tracking this guy down with the Goudet jumping in late as well. But again, that play is made from Darrell Jackson just being a grown man and blowing this left guard up. Nowhere to go for Brennan Armstrong, which extends the play, which allows Harvey to close in. Just these long 3rd down conversions, dog, they gotta stop, man. They gotta stop. This time it's gonna be through the air, not a QB draw. Trips here to the field side. We're gonna be in the cover 2 look. Or at least 2 high safeties. We're going to rush 3, bring Gil back, and then, we're spying the quarterback again because he took off last time. So he took off last time, we have a spy, but now he's going to use his arm in this ugly windup to hit the number 2 receiver up this post, right? So if it's the number 3 in the Tampa 2 or, cover 2, you're going to carry up the seam. However, it's coming from the number 2 here. So this middle linebacker is not going to get there in time. You can't expect this play to be made by Corey Flagg. So it's right in between these 2 defenders, between him and the safety. So again, you just have to be aware of the weakness of that defense. I can't believe, we went too high on 3rd and 15, and then, somebody was able to get in between that zone and hit us. So a former quarterback just running around pretending to be a receiver at that. I just can't believe it, dog. You can't allow these type of pickups. There's no rush. We're spying the QB. I respect that call. But we just have to tighten up on these zones, man. 2-by-2 here, tight. from Virginia's man. So you're going to see this guy crossing across, jet motioning across. So TC is going to check off for Al. So Al is going to have to run. He checks late. So this is supposed to be his man. However, as he's running late to do so, he's going to actually rub Ivy on his man. So this is just, works out perfectly for Virginia. This is just a late switch here, but that's what's going to happen. Virginia's forcing this with the tight formation. If they were spread out, this guy was coming across, so it would have been plenty of time for, Blades to register and check. So that causes that delay, and then they have this inside release to just, go on this long corner. It's just going to perfectly line up to rub our own player, Al Blades, as he's trying to go ahead and get to that flat. So it's just a coverage bust and able to get over the top of our man coverage. The deep safety is basically not able to get across because this is Corey Couch now, who's supposed to check with Blades to be that safety. So again, rub route. Then he falls down. So it's just huge. Defense is able to stop him for this touchdown, but it's just hella unfortunate to see that happen because Ivy was with him. Didn't seem like he was beat off the line of scrimmage. So it would have at least been a contested ball if Brennan Armstrong was throwing it that way without that rub. 2-by-2 set here. They're tight here to the side. They're going to do a little pop pass here to their receiver 99, but LT has different plans. He's going to just blow that center up. He's right over here to his right. He's lined up right over his right shoulder. Just going to blow this guy up and blow this play up. Lucky wasn't a fumble. A huge TFL. Again, LT dominated this whole entire game from start to finish. Here comes his pop pass. Would have been incomplete if he dropped it, but again, the guy reestablishes himself, goes backwards. LT's there again. And here comes the cavalry with the rest of the D-line. But just a dominant performance here from our former 5-star defensive tackle, Leonard Taylor, finally coming into his own. Back to the Jakari Brown package. But again, I like the spacing with it again. It's not compressed, condensed. 2-by-2, 2-by-2. We're spread out wide. We're going to have the O-line zone block left. So you'll see everybody step left. You're going to have your running back transfer, Stanley. Get this trap block on this DN, and then you see how special Brown is with the ball in his hands. Right up the middle, that hole is going to open up right behind Jakai. Great cut here. This is a great job here by Cooper. Our Cooper and Scaife, Rivers getting this hole here. Let's see Rivers crash down. He's going to actually slip. Here's Jakai coming across. Here's Cooper, Scaife. Right there for Jakari to come through. So like the spreading them out, letting Jakari run this again, burn his red shirt, let him play because we need help moving the football. So here we finally get like a little variation of that Mallory drag play. So it's going to be 5 wide. You got your running back here. So it's trips to the field side, 2 on the near side. It's going to run that drag, and you're going to have Henry Parrish run his. So it's a little mesh concept with Keyshawn and Restrepo running their little stop routes as basically just rubs. It's not there. We got immediate pressure off the right side, so Jake has to step up. Ball gets deflected. Just wish he had time to, look here. This corner is going to just release Isaiah Horton. You see this shadow where this safety is at? This is so much space to complete this ball for a big play on third down. However, we have that immediate pressure off the right side. Jake doesn't step up and then maintain in the pocket. He steps up and gets out of it. So he's just not able to complete that ball to Horton. But it was there, man. I just wish we didn't have that pressure here. Now we got to punt the ball again. Huge play here for Virginia. They got their trips bunched tight here with their tight end backside in line. We're going to blitz Gill so that it's man across the board, and this is who it has them running back in coverage. I don't know if it was a call to blitz. Maybe Gill just seen he was pass protected and then just shot. Don't know if that was the call or not, but Brennan Armstrong gets it quick. There's nobody in the flats. Cam, who's obviously in man on his tight end backside, breaks off. You have to make this one-on-one tackle for him. Can't go outside like that, getting dead leg. Just you got to make that tackle in open space. Then you got to try to go ahead and make this tackle here. You just can't knife that defender's. You can't knife the offensive player's leg under. But just great effort here by DJ Ivy and Reek. to chase this man down and make sure he just can't score, because we do hold them to a field goal here, and who knows, that could have saved the game because we didn't score a touchdown throughout. So this could keeping it to a field goal, huge effort here. But you got to just make this tackle in open space here if you're Cam Kitchens, and just do a better job there for Avonte. But obviously, great job here from hustle from Ivy and Reek. Trips bunch to the right. They do a yo-yo motion, which just means motion there, motion back. The tight end backside. They're going to try to this inside zone here. You're going to attack this defender here. For this is not defender, O-lineman here. This is Daryl Jackson standing him straight up, which is going to make him run straight into his offensive lineman, which is great because that allows here's Caleb Johnson just slip through that gap right between, because we have the center being taken on by Corey Flagg. Left guard's occupied with Daryl Jackson. He can't get up to the second level like he's supposed to. And then now you have Caleb Johnson flying underneath after Daryl Jackson bullies this left guard, who's not able to get no push and help stop the run play. So great to see there. And then obviously Ivy on the rush, on the edge, putting his head in, but just great defense here. And then it gets a little freaky here on this little third down and goal. This is, the center. There's no left guard, left tackle. It's just the tight end. They're trying to do a trick play. They're overloaded. I've never even seen something like this. This is the definition of overload. This guy used to play quarterback at Mississippi State, so they're trying to get a pop pass going. They just pitch it to him, and he's trying to pop it to this backside tight end, who's literally the left side of the offensive line technically. So they try to pop this here, but just great recognition. He's getting slowed up by Cam. Slowed up by Cam. JHH gets his hands up. Great recognition. That's a pass. And then it just gets double deflected. Cam sees it in the air and makes sure this guy can't make a diving catch. Most likely, if Cam doesn't tip that ball again, this most likely is a touchdown in my opinion. So just great job by Cam and JHH, just both getting a finger on this football. Nothing wrong with getting lucky. Another yo-yo motion from the Trips bunch. They're going to bring their quarterback / receiver back this way and back here. They're going to get this little crosser coming in from the number 1 receiver in their backside inline tight end. He's just going to cross and then sit in that hole as 24 follows. And then Brendan's going to hit him. He just drops the football. So it doesn't hurt to get lucky every now and then. So we're actually going to convert this 3rd and 11. That's why I think Brashard Smith has grown the most as a player. I think they've challenged him just because how extremely talented he is. We go 4 wide. Jacoby George here. Brashard, Colby Young trips here to the field side with Keyshawn backside. I'm going to run this drag with Jacoby. And then you got this dig that we've been killing them all year with. It's just that inside stem, getting a beat on that defender, getting across the field while you're underneath, while your receiver next to him gets those guys out the way for you. So you get that inside stem so you can get that leverage on them. Pocket holds up just enough, even though there's a free rusher on the stunt here, inside, outside here. We're going to get our guard Inez Cooper and DJ Scaife on the miscommunication. Jake's able to hold in, but it does make the ball low. This is why I think Brashard's grown the most. Came in as supposed to be an explosive player, which he is, but he's been making those possession catches and those big-time move-the-chain catches these last few weeks. I know he missed the week before, but Virginia Tech, he was huge with a lot of big catches. So kudos to Brashard Smith for adding that possession receiver to his game, even though I am still waiting on those huge plays. That Trips bunch again, tag with the backside tight end. They see it's man. They're yo-yoing them. Motion here. But here's the inside run. They're going to be zone blocking here. Agude is going to go ahead and sneak through this gap between the right tackle and the tight end for this big hit in TFL. Looks like everybody named Mamba's getting in the backfield. You see Leonard Taylor getting in. Corey Flagg's getting in, who's leading the team in tackles for loss and the ACC. So we were getting downhill this game, but just a great job here by Agude slipping through, and then everybody was just right there just in case. 2x2 set. We have Mallory as your H-back. Henry Parrish, the MVP, man. He carried us all game, especially late trying to move this offense. You have Mallory coming across the chip. You get this gaping hole real quick in the middle between Ja'Kai and your right guard, Inez Cooper. He's able to squeeze through it, keep fighting, keep turning his legs. I think Henry Parrish, played a hell of a game for us, man. And if anybody got that game ball, I hope it was him. So we're going to be in a 2-high man under. So we're man here. But it doesn't matter because JHH is just going to destroy this right guard here. See this running back coming out. You see we're following him in man. But this is just JHH just destroying this right guard and then cleaning up this quarterback for this sack. This is just big time, just abusing that man, pushing him back. Like, this is big boy football. Super happy to see JHH, get a sack. He's the sleeper, man. He really is. I'm high on him in our D tackle room. I know we're deep there, but I am still high on JHH because he does have that elite pass rush ability. We just haven't seen it. Great to see it play like this. Great to see it. Just dog walk that guard, literally. 2x2 set. You got Mallory and Colby Young in tight. You're going against man coverage. You get a quick out here from Mallory. You get a deeper out here from Colby Young. What this is doing, this is getting that triangle of defenders. So the triangle is that linebacker, that corner, that safety. You're getting those guys over here to the sideline, which is going to open up Brashard Smith, who's going to be running that dig with that inside stem. That's why it's so important to create that inside leverage. Steps on that DB's toes as he makes that break. Jake hangs in there and delivers a strike. But that's just great scheming, getting everybody this way to open up that second window for that dig for Brashard, who creates that inside leverage with that with that stem. So great route running. This is something that I think Brashard is growing as now that he's a full-time receiver in college. So this is just going to be great running here, a great blocking. So 2x2 set, we got tight here to the near side. We're going to motion Colby Young to block this backside edge because we're pulling John Campbell, Jalen Rivers. We're going to get them on the edge, and they're going to make the 2 key blocks here as we give this inside handoff here to Lucius Stanley. John Campbell seal, Jalen Rivers seal, right up the middle. Then there's just tough running to finish it off. Toughness, physicality. So a great way to finish that run. But again, we're going to pull Jalen Rivers here, who's going to seal here. And then John Campbell, who's going to blow this guy up. That's going to make this huge hole. Great job by Stanley running through tackles and then continuing to just keep those legs moving. And then, yeah, that's our quarterback, Jake, jumping in there at the end, trying to push our guy forward. It was a team effort to get this dub. False start penalty after 2 failed runs, one with the Jakari package. So we're going here, trips to the field side. We're going to motion our tight end in, which lets everybody know it's an inside zone. We hand it off. It is well blocked. You have to love this double team here by Scaife and our freshman, Inez Cooper. Look how far they drive this guy downfield. This is good stuff you'd like to see. Henry Parrish running hard all day, got us down to the 2. But we do have to settle for a field goal, which takes us into overtime, which is Andy, who, a lot of Canes fans blamed last year for missing that kick late for the loss of Virginia. His foot is the sole reason why we won with 4 straight field goals. So happy for Andy, and he talking that shit. 3rd and 9, gotta have it. Cross it here, dig here, post. Like, there's just no separation. I don't know where you want Garcia to go with this ball here. No separation here, no separation here, no separation here or here. So it's just, ball's a little bit behind. Thank God it wasn't picked, so Andy was able to make this field goal here. But you got to get some separation here for your quarterback. There was just nowhere to throw this football, literally. No separation, no separation, no separation, no separation. We got to do a little better creating some of that. Man coverage here on 3rd and 4th. You're going to go ahead and get a good rush around the edge here from Harvey, which is going to lead to that sack. But decent coverage downfield. You have Flaggo with that running back. Everybody's here. Brendan Armstrong sits in the pocket. Everybody's initially covered. Harvey with that great rush off the edge. This mesh route gets, you're trying to pick the defender so your guy can run free, but ends up your guy that you're waiting on gets rubbed. So that's going to be dead. Harvey's now winning that against that right tackle. You step up. Then now Leonard Taylor is waiting for you, who disengages and then swings you down. Another dominant performance, another dominant snap here for Leonard Taylor, finishing like a grown man. This is how you do it in overtime. He started off in the first quarter. He's in overtime still fighting. He's a D lineman. He's played a bunch of snaps. He's being held. Reaches out one arm, gets him, and now you go into the turf, dog. Great here, and great discipline here on defense. They're going to do a little switch release. He's going to try to get vertical up the sideline while he gets down and digs across. So they're trying to sneak him up, but Cam has great eyes. He's able to break this ball up. See how he goes up that sideline. Brandon Armstrong sticks up, tries to fit it in there. Luckily, he didn't try to like put it over, but Cam's able to just bite that, knock it down for the game-saving play, literally, because if they score a touchdown, it's over at this point. Over as in we probably not scoring a touchdown. 11 set here. This is to win the game. Mixed feelings about this play, but it worked. We have two receivers here. Romello's here. You can't see the other one. You had Khalil Brantley in with Colby Young. This is going to be just, zone read look where the quarterback fakes it, but then you have, your tight end coming across for the quick flat. It's going to be there. He pulls. He's there. I don't know. I can't tell you honestly why, Jake doesn't throw this ball. He's looking at him. This should just be a little boop there, but, he runs, makes it harder than it needs to be by diving into the end zone. Would have just loved to see, him execute the play as it was called. Brantley's been blocking well. Would like to see him get rewarded there. But, again, end results, all that really matters. Jakes runs it in. We win the football game. Like I said, it's an ugly game. Would have thrown it right here. But, hey, it's way better to win an ugly game than lose an ugly game. It's a great teammate celebrating, not caring that he didn't get the ball. But great win. I mean, I'm sorry, not a great win, but great to win. Because you just can't take L's, dog, to a 2-4 team. So even though it looked ugly, I'm glad we won. But that's going to wrap up the review. Appreciate everybody for tuning in.